I'm Nathan.Gahm with Nathan.Gahm Real Estate. I'm brokered through EXP Realty. I'm here in Columbus, Ohio. I've had a lot of partners in EXP asking me how I set up Facebook ads to connect back with KV Core. So I wanted to put a video together that actually started from square one in KV Core all the way through Facebook and showed you essentially how to put together one of these ads to help you get clicks, you get leads that drop into your system, set up a good campaign that's worth the time and energy that you put into it. So we'll get started here. So the first thing that you'll see here is that I've got KV Core pulled up, and if you go down to lead engine, you'll see it says squeeze page there. So you click on squeeze page, you can do multi-property or single property, and then down at the listing tab here, you're going to want to put in the actual MLS listing number, and it'll populate the address for you. I have some hashtags inputted there. Next section here with property views allowed before registration. What that means is once they make a click onto your link and they get into the KV Core system, how many listings that they can look at before they actually have to input information. You want to make sure that you only put one. I've tested it out a couple different ways. If you put two in there, people are going to click on the initial listing that you post, and they actually won't put their information in the system to populate anything into your KV Core. You want to make sure you just put immediate for it, because then they don't really have the opportunity to click on one of your links without you benefiting from it. Then if you look here on the right hand side, you'll see where it says link. Those will be blank before you hit generate link, and it'll give you two versions. It'll give you a long form version and a short URL version. You can pick which one you want out of those two. The next thing that you'll see here is I go directly into my Facebook, and you'll want to actually go to your business page. You won't be able to do this through your normal personal Facebook. You want to go to your business page, and you'll see here I click on my business page, it populates everything, and then you can actually start creating the post that will draw the attention to folks looking to potentially click the link. And I like to use emojis with it. You can see this one using a fire emoji. I put here new listing, something that will engage somebody quickly. And by doing that, you can do shorter phrases, lots of exclamation points, emojis, things that would draw attention to your post. Put new listing in here, must see home, something along those lines, so it really grabs someone's attention. The next line down is usually where I kind of put a call to action, a mouse click emoji. Type something regarding clicking the link. You want them to know what you want them to do. So you put a call to action together so they click the link to check it out. So new listing, must see home, click the link to check it out. Put another emoji there. And then I always put my standard name, EXP Realty as my brokerage, my phone number in there, just in case somebody doesn't want to click the link, they have access to just call or text me. Plus I put the brokerage in there, that way they can see who I'm with. But I always put Nathan.Gahm, EXP Realty, put some emojis around it, try to make it pop a little bit, put my phone number in there. Now, if you remember, we generated a link for the KV Core page for it to collect that information. So this is where I'll put that in. I usually put like a finger point so they know this is the link you want to click on. Put emojis around that to kind of draw some attention. And after you get that in there, you'll see that actually generates a picture of the home, generates a link. They can either click the link or they can click the actual picture, or right underneath the picture where it directs them back to the same link. You go ahead and post this onto your business page. Once you've done that, you will see that it looks like it's all set. It's all ready to go, but you want to make this an ad. You want to boost this post. And then you have different options here. You can go automatic. You can get more engagement. You can get more website visitors, which is actually what I want to do. And so I always pick learn more. When you come down here, now this is really important. The special ad category for our business, you have to click on housing. If you don't, Facebook will decline your ad because they will see it's regarding a house. And if you're not putting special ad categories in there, they won't let this actually generate, and it'll either be declined or it'll get stuck in review forever. Next, you want to pick your demographics for who you want this to go to. Usually Facebook's pretty good. I already have one set for 15-mile radius around my city. Also gives an age range of 18 to 65 plus. Really, it doesn't really matter who clicks on this link, as long as they get into your system and you find out that they're a qualified buyer. Now, I always try to go in between like $5 and $10 per day. I think with this one, I actually pump it up to about 20 per day, and I cut down the amount of time. The reason I'm doing this is the more money that I put into it per day, obviously the more it's going to generate ability for it to be posted in different areas for the demographic that I'm looking for. The reason I only did 4 days is because with this particular listing, there is an open house this weekend, and I want the traffic for the person that allowed me to utilize this listing. I want to generate as much buzz for that person as possible. I can also have it added to Instagram and through Messenger, and so you'll see that ad preview here. That's what it's going to look like when someone's scrolling through Facebook or on Instagram or even in their Messenger. They might see that. It gives you kind of an estimate of how many folks that you're going to hit with that, and then you want to go in and actually submit the ad. And from that point, your ad will be up and running, and you'll see here it's being created. It's in review right now. And then if you really need to, you can go back and go into the ad center, adjust things, do that kind of stuff. If you look here, I did some tests with different stuff. I actually used 2 separate listings, got some pretty good engagement and clicks off of doing the same thing. Just putting a listing out there, really boosting it with some kind of catchy, real short and sweet, grab your attention. This one you can see is in review until they clear it, which usually takes about a day or so. And the last thing that I want to show you is what happens when you actually get the chance to have someone click it. So this is what it's going to look like. So if you go back into build squeeze page under lead engine, you actually go to history. It'll show you all of your previous squeeze pages that you've done. And if you click on copy link, so if you lost your link or the website, you had to close out your website, you can go back in and get the link again. So you don't lose it if you already set it up. But if you look here, right next to it, there's a blue button, and you can actually view the ad, and it shows you what they are going to see, and it gives them the option to either continue with the email or continue with Facebook or Google, which is actually what we want them to do. If they connect with Facebook and Google, there's a lot of times that they get a phone number with that. Usually email addresses are better. If someone types an email address in there, you may or may not get a good email address, but we really want to focus on continue with Facebook or continue with Google. If they do those, you have a good chance to get some pretty good information. It populates it into your KV core system automatically once they click either continue with Facebook, continue with Google, or if they add an email address. And that's really all there is to it. And you want to make sure you're asking other agents if you can utilize their listings for this. Just good etiquette to do that, to ask for permission before you do it. But if you have a listing and someone comes to you, absolutely you want them to promote this on Facebook. Even if they are the ones picking up buyer clients from it, both sides benefit from utilizing this type of system. Each time that I've done this, I've gotten anywhere from between 20 and 30 actual leads and about 2 or 3 that are qualified clients. And I only spent about 15 or 20 bucks a day. I spent 5 to 10 bucks a day on the other 2. So bumping it up to 20 bucks per day, it should generate a lot more buzz. And from that point, hopefully get some better clients out of it. Hope this video helped you guys out. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me, 614-406-8802, or you can reach me at my email, Nathan.Gahm at EXPRealty.com. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I appreciate your time and watching this video.